So here we are with the first episode of Tearmoon Empire. Now, I remember seeing this light novel out, and I had plans on reading the light novel, but I never got around to it, and now here we are with the anime, so I've decided to just watch the anime instead and get to experience it blind. I know that this is not particularly an isekai, but it is a villainous type story where the villainess kind of just gets, it's like a time travel villainous, and if you don't know that there's also a subgenre to the villainous isekai, except it's not isekai, but it's like villainous time travel. Anyways, I've read a lot of those, and like that was one of the reasons why I wanted to watch or wanted to read the light novel. And also, it's made by Silverlink, so if you know my history with Silverlink, then you know. But if you like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access to non-seasonal and some seasonal shows on the YouTube memberships. But other than that, let us get started. That was just a picture they were zooming in. That's one way to transition, huh? Straight into the revolution! Yeah! It's always a rebellion, a revolution against the nobles and everything. Well, if all the royalty dies. Oh, this is a fucking coup, huh? I have experience in a coup, apparently. So I understand. Yeah, at least put me in a better cell! 3 years later. Damn, dude, you were in jail for 3 years? At least you've got time to reflect, am I right? They're just out here waiting until they execute you. Well, yeah, you don't fucking... I thought that was bread, it was the tomato. Now y'all just feeding her. This is a shitty last meal. Also, you can't come in here and complain about the smell. She's been in jail for 3 years. You think she's had a fucking shower? Oh, it was bread. Alright. They just literally fed her the tomato first just to fuck with her. Oh, is this the person who gave out on you? Gave you up, I mean? Hey, damn, they really got a guillotine, like, up on the tower. Who's going to see that, by the way? From the perspective that they had there was... There's like a barrier over there, right? They can't even see her getting her head chopped off. The fuck? Ah, the French, they would be pleased. Another blood of the nobles gone. Oh, and here we are, reversing time. Oh, here she is as a child. Damn, girl, you sleeping with your shoes on? Alright, that's a lot of windows. That is an unnecessary amount of windows. Ah, it was just a very long dream. Look at her doing a low. Oh, the blood. There's still blood on your... Oh, well, you've been writing for 3 years, so... Let them eat meat instead of let them eat cake. Yeah, that is an unnecessary amount of windows. Guillotine as a character. Oh, that was a long stare. The before timeline and the after. Alright, so this is a, I was gonna say a character song. Sung by the VA. Alright. This is excessively decorated. But then why would you have a book with blood on it, huh? Why do you have a book with all these writtens on it, huh? Writtens on it? What? Well, you better learn to love tomatoes. Head chef, you're fired. You're fired. He's just trying to give you a healthy feeding habit. Come on now. Yeah, gotta have a good I've been eating slop for the past 3 years. Umai or? Yellow Moon tomato stew. I didn't know these tomatoes could taste so good. Damn, dude, she's cleaning the plate. Hey, yo, is that bread? Whoa! I'm gonna drop a little tear. Is this some good bread out here? The food, it's so good. Can bread taste this good? I was thinking, I'm like, the bread you had was probably very hard. Right? If the tomato had, like, mold on it and everything. That's right, head chef. You are hired for life. Oh, shit! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't try to fucking... And try to be like, oh, maybe she's sick. No, just go with it. Maybe that's the taste you hated. Wow. Oh, man's humble, dude. Shit. Cute anime girl noise. The transition of that. Oh my god. Alright, this is some ugly ass fucking wallpaper. Oh my god, that's a big ass. This looks like somebody's about to trip. But you've had cake yesterday. A good thing we had a fucking... There was just a pebble. We're due for this. Is bad luck. She's so angry. Ooh. That was the only cake of— oh shit! Ah. Oh, the one who visited you? In the jail cell? Jail? Oh, back in those days, had to eat hard bread. Anne? Or Anne? Yeah, gotta look good for your execution. God, you hear the fucking comb scraping against the hair? Damn, for 3 whole years? I just came here to watch you suffer. I was thinking, I was like, pity really goes a long way. Oh, she prayed real hard. Why am I feeling all teary all of the sudden? Oh, and now she has the chance now that she's back. Damn, really gotta wrap her around the neck. That's a touchy subject, don't you think? Heaven's protection. Still calls her princess and everything. I remembered. Oh yeah, she had the cake to help her ease her fall. Damn! Handmade already. But her loyalty! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, shit! Auspicious? Look at that, Anne. You dropped it. God, that's an awful fucking wallpaper. That's ugly as fuck. 8 years? Well, I thought it was just... Her sweets the people, the common folks. Oh shit, that's a gold coin. Oh, she's a rich girl, eh? Oh, 60 days. Damn. Damn, dude. She literally gave her funds for like 60 days. Instead of Princess Mia. She's over here just walking with a... with a book of dried blood. Of a second chance. She better try and not get herself cut in the future. Sick. Oh, is this the ending? Queen of the Night. Oh. Very nice. I really like this ending. I assume it's kind of like a boat that travels, you know, travels. Okay, I'm not sure if this is. Oh my god! Are they just lore dumping on me? They are. They're just lore. They're just. Gold. Ah, tax matters. Maybe we'll see that glasses guy. Loyal retainer. Save the imperial family. I wonder why. The Tower Four-Eyed Nerd. Alright. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the center. Alright, so that was the first episode of Tearmoon Empire. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty good opener. We got the before timeline showing what happened, showing the type of person that Mia is. And that she is, she's very stuck up, which honestly is to be expected if she were born in this sort of fucking environment, and also she's the first princess too, so yeah, understandable that that's her type of character. We get to see the I was gonna say the cruelty. I mean, it is that she has to endure, right? The guards are out here feeding her rotten tomatoes, specifically the tomatoes that she doesn't like because they know that that's going to fucking torture her more, right? And feeding her stale bread, I would assume, right? Bread that they've just left out for like a whole week, and they're just like, oh yeah, well, might as well take this to the princess. But it could also be the showcasing of what the country is going through. As she says, there is going to be a famine that happens, so understandable that potentially that could be, that could be like the very, very spoiled batches of like other batches that's already bad in the first place because of said famine. Who knows? But then again, it's been like 3 years and they've just been feeding her like that. I don't know. I don't know. But as they showcase this in the beginning, so we're going back to the beginning, right? They're showcasing us this fucking manor, this mansion, this place with so many goddamn fucking windows. There's like, okay, there's like windows in the middle, and then there's like smaller windows up top, and then of course there are all the other windows that's like on the first floor as well. It's so fucking ugly. This entire building is so fucking ugly, dude. Like, I would lead the revolution myself just to burn this fucking building down. As I said, I like the transition that they show, right? Here she is of royalty, and then the picturesque type. That I assume this is the picture that they took of her, right? Of her drinking tea and all that. And immediately it takes us over to what I would assume a wanted poster. And it seems like they're showcasing another picture of like no, this is still her. Never mind. This is just her. Yeah, this is still her. It's all picture. I thought this was a dude, but no, it's still her. So, it comes from like a picture of royalty, like a big symbol, but now it's like a big wanted sign. We've got the revolution going on. The famine was happening, and they said that another country had come to aid these people as well, which, I mean, why not, right? If you could aid these people and maybe get a better relationship with them, you can build a better relationship, or you can just take over as well, right? As everybody's weak, they're in this country right now. So, understandable. I do like this part where you get to see, it looks like the whole city is like in a giant circle. It looks like it, right? It's all wrapped in a giant circle. So, very fun, very interesting. And so we see Mia getting held by all these soldiers, and she's just like, someone cut down these men, anyone, and nobody's doing anything, which I can assume that these soldiers were a part of the Tearmoon Empire, but they have gone with the revolution, I suppose. Like they've started a coup. Or, well, it's a revolution, but, it's not technically a coup. A coup would be, like, a violent... I mean, it is technically... No, this is still technically a coup. It's a violent takeover. And so, yeah, it seems like the soldiers have committed mutiny as well, whether they are part of the Tearmoon Empire or they're a part of the other nation that's helping them. Who knows? We'll just have to find out who is that nation. We also literally see the way that she is, right? Her character, right? You can't put me in this cell! This cell's dirty! I'm telling you to release me! It's just like, what, you think your words hold power? They're literally soldiers with fucking pikes. And she goes and she talks about, I'm the first princess of the Tearmoon Empire. Come on now, my authority. And she was also, like, threatening them with words as well. Like, you understand the consequences that you're doing right now? Again, there's no consequences if you just murk all the fucking royals. Immediately we get into 3 years later, right? The fires died down. I mean, good thing it did. It would be bad if it would be on fire for 3 years. But seems like the cities are fine, and it really looks like this is just a circular city. It's kind of spooky, not gonna lie. But also, it's very wide. Like it's like literally right all the way up to the horizon. Jesus Christ! And you get to see the big fucking mansion right here for the Tearmoon Empire royalties and all that. But we see that life has been sucked out of her eyes. Her hair is disheveled. She's a stinky bitch, right? As the guards are coming over here, fucking complaining about how she's a stinky bitch. And it's like, look, again, what do you expect? She's been in jail for 3 years. Y'all probably don't fucking get her to take a shower because you probably don't want to. You don't want to treat her with some sort of respect or whatever. Oh, really? Come in here. But, you know, we really gotta show how much disdain the guards have for her. And also, he's over like, you know, it's vegetable first. I'm gonna shove this tomato right in your mouth. Honestly, I will say, if this is the, hold on. He just shoves his tomato and there's just that fucking mold spot. Honestly, if this is the food that they've been feeding her this whole time, I'm surprised she just hasn't died of food poisoning. But as she's eating her food, somebody comes over. There was a guest. We don't get to see it until later on. And immediately we head on over to this very nice looking guillotine. I guess it was a guillotine that the nobles made for, I don't know, for executing people for funsies? I don't know, for entertainment? I don't know. But yeah, this is a very fancy guillotine out here, dude. And we also know that she's been writing in this book for a very long time, 3 years. Or 8, although she says this records my 8 years, which I'm just like, I don't know, maybe she has been writing in this book for the past 8 years. I'm glad that they still allow her to, like, have some pencils and pen or whatever. Right? That's the one thing that they allow her. Yeah, just fucking write your suffering in there. So she's coming out. It's all snowy and shit, right? So she's... Dude, her fucking feet must be real cold stepping on these stones. Then again, she's probably numb from all of this. But we get to see these two people who, well, you know, they've got a little frowny face, so, you know, it seems like they're a little against her. We don't know whether, I assume they're also a part of the Tearmoon, whether they're also one of the 5 Moon Ministry or not. We'll just have to see as we get to see them. In the new timeline and everything. And we get hit with the opening, which honestly, the opening is just kind of... It's there, that's for sure. I probably won't look too much into the opening. I'll just figure out the characters, I mean, as the story goes on. And Jesus Christ, dude, we get hit with these, like, markings and all that. I know I keep saying wallpaper. I'm thinking of The Sims 4. Everything are wallpapers to me. Oh my god, I'm looking at the floor now, too. Jesus Christ, dude. Look at this fucking flooring. Awful. Awful, awful. This entire place. Awful. Fucking chandeliers up there. Awful. But we get to see, like, one of her first remembrance, right? The head chef that she fired because he keeps feeding her vegetables and she does not like them vegetables. Here we have this moment where she gets to eat food, but, like, actual good food. It's been a long time, right? She's been eating all this fucking shit food for a while. Who would have thought that being imprisoned and having to eat fucking slop for 3 years would really humble you? Yeah, I do like the juxtaposition of her, or sorry, parallel of her eating as she's thinking about the food that she had in prison, right? And she's over like, wow, this is good fucking food, right? Tears up and everything, and she has to go and thank the chef. And I like the chef, being a humble man, decided like, hey man, I'm just doing my job. Also, you gotta simmer the tomatoes for 3 days. I'm just doing my job. He did mention about how the food basically is it's a high quality meal worth what commoners would earn in a month. She's about to say, oh, I don't have a sense of what a commoner would earn, right? Because I'm a fucking rich person. And so she has she has this guy in the back of her head saying, do you know how much is spent on the royal family's meal? And as we saw towards the end, right, he's a part of the Gold Moon Ministry, I think that's what it is, and they do taxes, right? They are the one in charge of tax matters, and this man is out here trying to get these fucking spendings down, and like, when you look at their fucking manor, with the amount of windows that they have, the fucking hallways with all the chandeliers out there, yeah, it's no fucking wonder that one of the things that happens later on is that the fucking Tearmoon family literally falls into a deficit because they're spending way too much fucking money. So as she's over here thinking, I do also enjoy this transition where she's like, oh, well, if I need to think, right, nothing beats sweet, so I need some sweet, and it just transitions over to this. Very fun. I enjoy that. And so we've got we've got this girl. It's well, you know, minusing all the shenanigans, which I enjoy. She gets to see the face of the girl. Her name is Anne, or Anne. And she realizes that it was the same girl who's been coming to her and also still calls her Princess Mia, right? Still shows her some sort of respect. And, oh, what is it? She's over here like, look, you treated me like dirt. You fucking hit me, you kicked me and all that. But your kicks, they don't really hurt that much compared to my siblings. Which I'm just like, I mean, still she shouldn't be hitting you, but, you know. Anne's piteous. It really goes a long way. I felt just a tad bit emotional, you know, just the idea of, well, you've been beaten down for the past 3 years, and yet there's still someone who has some sort of hope for you, right? Who still sees you for the way that, for the most part, you want to be seen, but, you know, nobody's really giving that to you. You know, she just wants to be appreciated, huh? And so I love that here at this part, Mia gives her a declaration, right? In my current state, I'm unable to reward your devotion. You are very loyal to me, but I can't reward you for that. I'm literally about to die. So the most that I can do is say thank you. Again, I thought this was a very nice, emotional scene. Very enjoyable. And Anne's over here like, I'm praying for you to be granted heaven's protection. It was Anne. She started this whole thing. Oh my god. But I enjoy the whole idea of, well, now that I've come back, I've got a second chance, I'm going to exactly do what I told you. I'm going to reward you for my devotion. You're going to be my handmaid from now on. So come on over. And we see these maids who have been, I mean, they've been kind of a little passive-aggressive, you know, out here, right? They're just like, oh my god, Mia's being nice? Is a blizzard coming or something? Right? She must be sick if she's being nice. And it's just like, alright, ladies. You shouldn't be worried about that. You should just go along with it for now. But they're over here fucking talking shit about Anne. Right? She's clumsy and careless. And also, she's a commoner, as what they were saying. It kind of makes me have the assumption that Anne holds a lot of loyalty towards Mia because even though really shouldn't, because is she the one who hired Anne? Because like it could just be a family thing, right? Maybe she's just loyal to the Tearmoon family in general because they were the one, right? If she is a commoner, right? And I'm just thinking about the opening and where it kind of showcases. actually, no, I think what they were showing there was her, I don't want to look at the opening again, but I think what they were showing was her before timeline, which is when she was visiting Mia. So I might just be thinking about just something completely different. So, but I assume like Anne kind of holds that respect for the Tearmoon family and just Mia also in general, just because they brought her into this new life of not despair. Not despair. My light is dead. Also, I cannot tell you how I'm looking at this. I keep thinking that it's like it's a fucking dick. It just makes it so much more awful. So she says this is unmistakably the diary I kept over the next 8 years. So I suppose she was already writing in the diary, but she didn't have the diary before, so I guess maybe they just, the soldiers, they just tossed the diary in. Or maybe it was Anne who gave her the diary, right? Since she's been visiting her for the past 3 years, right? Here's the diary. Here's some pen and paper. Here's some pen and ink. You know, for you to write in your diary about how tortured you've been. So, yeah, we've, I also enjoyed this whole thing of, like, the guillotine being a person, just being like, ha, ha, ha. So intimidating. We also got this part where Mia gives Anne a task, which is to buy sweets from the common folks, right? She wants to get in touch with the commoners, especially if they're the sort of people who's going to fucking lead a revolution against her and her family later on. And also, you know, she got to eat food that potentially could have been what the commoners had eaten while she's been eating all this good food this whole time. And God, right? She gives her this coin, and Anne says it would take a maid 60 days to earn this much. And she's just like, well, this is literally the only sort of money I have. So, you know, buy the sweets, and if you got any leftovers, just buy it for your fucking family. Huh? And this is over here giving more respect. Anne now has even more respect for Mia. It's just like, whoa. And here Mia restates what I was talking about, right? In just a few years, the finances of the Tearmoon Empire will deteriorate, and then famine will spread, and then the revolution starts, and neighboring nations. Oh, it's not one nation. Sorry, I thought it was just one nation. It was several nations, or just 2 nations? Neighboring nations. So they intervene on the revolutionaries' army behalf. They intervene on their behalf. So, like, they came in, right? They're trying to curry some favors and all that. And then there's this whole thing where she says, if they have no bread, then let them eat meat. We can see the comparison that the writer is doing for Mia and with, what is her name? Marie Antoinette, right? The woman who says, let them eat cake, albeit nowadays it's just kind of like, did she actually say it, right? Like, whether she actually said it or not, I don't know. But Marie Antoinette, right, she was also caught in a revolution, and she was in jail for a very long time, up to the point where her hair turned gray because of how fucking stressed out she is. And finally, they executed her, right? The fucking French dude, they really out there bloodthirsty. Dude, those guillotines were putting in work, man. But yeah, we get basically her reason to continue living, or to make better of herself and for the Empire as well, because she does not want to be guillotined yet again, right? She's trying to avoid this death, which is a very villainous Otome-like scenario. So, enjoyable. And then we get hit with the ending, which I really like. I really like this ending, where it's the older princess alone, and she catches a star, which is interesting, and then she, you know, ends up talking with her younger self, but this is, I would assume, the new timeline Mia, right? Who's out here having a tea party, getting her to smile and all that, but then, I don't know, it kind of looks like they ended up getting separated, but then the star kind of comes down, and maybe it's the same star that the older Mia had picked it, but as it falls down, right, we get to see that it's the younger one who's in the boat. And also, the song's fucking good. I really enjoy the song. And also, you just need to fucking showcase me, like, beautiful night skies, and I'm just like, yeah, this is pretty good. I enjoy it. And, like, the reflection on the water as well. Oh, fantastic. But here we are, Tearmoon's capital, Lunatear. Oh, I have to Luna tier. So there are 5 moon ministry that assists in the ruling of the empire, right? Azure is administration, Crimson is governance of the provinces, Verdant is foreign diplomacy, Black is the military, Gold are the finances, or tax matters, as they say. And I would assume we are going to meet with basically everybody who is head of the administration. And we get to hear a little description of this guy who he was desperately trying to rebalance the empire's finances and also never abandoning her, but she never really wrote down his name. So I guess we'll just have to learn it in the next episode. I would assume he's probably just going to be here to fucking, I was gonna say ridicule her, to be out here and be like, you understand how much royalty spend all this money on? God, so much fucking money. No wonder we went into a fucking deficit in a few years. And you know what? He's right. He's out here like the empire's finances will collapse before long. He's fucking right. But we didn't really see him. I don't think. We didn't see him in the beginning with like all the guillotine stuff. We only saw the 2 other people who, I don't know, I just kind of look at them and I'm like, they look military, or they could just be from neighboring factions or neighboring nations. Who knows? But, as I said, I thought that this was a pretty good opening. It showcases us, our main character, and it already showcases the changes that she's doing in this in this new world that she has, right? And the second chance that she's been granted and what she's going to do with it. So, I enjoy it, and it'll be fun to see what's going to happen. Yeah, just what's going to happen. Oh man, I feel so much better watching this episode after what I had seen before. God, my bar of expectation was so low. That Tearmoon Empire came in and I was just like, wow! This is pretty good! Oh, I can't wait for me to have the same feeling again next week. But if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.